Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 10th of October, and on today's podcast, we will be covering three separate articles I find most interesting. First and foremost, we will be going to The Sun real quick, and it says that Stranger Than Fiction, the real-life secret projects that inspired Stranger Things, including LSD mind control experiments and bizarre claims that the government's tested teleportation on foster kids. My friends, I have been saying this for a very long time. We are very special people, and they do experiments on this. Where do you think Hollywood gets their information from? Where do you think they get their ideas from? This is where they do, because it's all real. Also, coming at us from the unionleader.com, this is actually a local story, and it says a sacrificial stone at America's Stonehenge vandalized with power tool, cross left behind. And we're going to get into this. As you can see, it says WWG1 WGA. Where we go one, we go all. And we're going to go into this. This is in Salem, my friends. So we're going to definitely cover this and do a little bit of information on PG&E today. The blackout starts tonight at midnight. I am praying for all of you out there. I don't know what this is. They are basically calling for over 800,000 people to be without power. We also have earthquakes that are supposed to be taking place tomorrow. How do these people know it? I don't know, but it seems like this is not natural. This is not organic. This seems to be a big play on the deep state, and they're will do anything to jump into the headlines before the IG report drops, and also when the DOJ starts taking effect with all of these indictments. They need to get ahead of the narrative, and by God, they will do whatever they will do. So I'm praying for everyone who is in California, all of you watchers out there, and we're here with you. We're praying with you. Guys, before we get into today's podcast, would you please welcome my sponsor, My Patriot Supply. Hey guys, Thomas from True Reporting here. I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, My Patriot Supply. For the month of October, My Patriot Supply is giving away a $70 discount on their product, which comes in an amazing tote box. As you can see here, it comes this way, guys. We all know that this month, that PG&E is going to cut the power off to over 500,000 people in California. This is some deep state work, right? Absolutely it is. So when you order this, it comes with a 2-day guaranteed shipping. 2 days now, it can get there quick. Also, it lasts for 25 years. Comes in this great tote box. As you can see, it comes with tons of food. All you do is boil it. We have Traveler Stew, Maple Grove Oatmeal. We also have, let's see here, potato soup. It's all in here, right? 2 weeks worth. It's going to happen in California, guys, and I want you guys to be safe. So what I want you to do is go to preparewithtruereporting.com. That's preparewithtruereporting.com so that you will get your $70 discount. This stuff is expensive, but $70 off of it, it'll be there in 2 days. You can't beat it. With this discount, you're going to get it for like $50. $50 for a 2-week supply of food. That is a guarantee, my friends. Be safe out there, and remember, to get this discount, you go to preparewithtruereporting.com. Act now, be safe, be supplied, and ready to go. I'll talk to you guys later, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to True Reporting 2.0. I cannot reiterate this enough. I cannot harp on this enough. Please subscribe to True Reporting 2.0. That is my backup channel, just in case anything happens. Also, would you please go ahead and click the notification bell so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. And finally, would you please click that like button? The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So this is from a live update from actually today. from actually about 20 minutes ago. What we're covering here, this is from PG&E power outage in California. The latest, the California's largest utility, Pacific Gas and Electric, cut power to parts of 22 counties, including portions of San Francisco Bay Area, in an attempt to avoid sparking a wildfire. I have seen footage of what San Francisco looks like right now. I have seen footage of people just taking random video, just amateur video out there. It's not hot. There's no breeze. It looks like it's a nice day. What are they planning on doing? They say it is an attempt to avoid sparking a fire. How many affected? They're going to shut down the power to over 800,000 customers. Schools are closed. Numerous colleges and also schools have closed due to the power shutdown, including the University of California, Berkeley. Guys, this stinks to high heaven. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but then we have this right here. Warning, strong earthquake is possible in the San Francisco Bay Area during the next 72 hours. Most likely on the 11th, which is tomorrow. A 95% chance, guys. 95% chance. Warning, strong earthquake is possible in the San Francisco Bay during the next 72 hours right here. 85% close to Sacramento, 95% in San Jose, Fresno, Bakersfield. Goes all the way down to Los Angeles, Las Vegas. Guys, they are planning something big. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea, but I would be prepared for anything. Get the hell out of there. That's what I would do. I would book a flight. I'd get the hell out of there. Moving forward into today's topics. Coming from The Sun, Stranger Than Fiction, the real-life secret projects that inspired Stranger Things, including LSD mind control experiments and bizarre claims that governments tested teleportation on foster kids. Where do you think they get the ideas from their shows? Because it's very real. Stranger Things has attracted a global audience of over 20 million viewers who love the show for its eerie plot lines involving secret government experiments and monsters from other dimensions. But the alleged real-life stories that inspired the Netflix show, which was confirmed for a 4th series on Monday, are more terrifying than anything in the fictional town of Hawkins, where the series is set. Right? Truth is stranger than fiction. We all know CERN has been trying to pull in interdimensional beings from these dimensions. That's what they're there for. They're trying to bring evil into our realm. This is what they're talking right here. Experiments and monsters from other dimensions, bringing it into our realm. It says here, Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown and Winona Ryder and follows a group of children into the 1980s who uncover supernatural phenomena connected to a secret government laboratory in their town. In 2017, a filmmaker unbelievably claimed a U.S. military base that directly inspired the TV show was using secret mind control experiments to trigger deadly shootings by a worldwide army of brainwashed assassins. My God, what do you think about that? MK Ultra, right? This probably is going to get flagged, but whatever. Chris Garantano says, who grew up close to the base called Camp Hero, bizarrely claims he uncovered eerie goings-on over decades, including child abductions and even time travel. The former Cold War radar station in Montauk, New York, has been the subject of rumors and conspiracy theories since it was shut down in the 1980s. Locals have heard talk of government scientists conducting experiments on snatched foster kids and making contact with aliens. And it claimed the base's SAGE radar tower broadcasts at frequencies that can affect human consciousness, allowing scientists to control people's minds. Why do you think they have all these 5G towers put up? These things go up in less than 24 hours. They build them in the middle of the night. Look around your city. Look around your town. They're there. They're definitely there. A former worker has described operating at the Montauk chair a mind-reading device and said once the computer accidentally summoned up a monster from a subject's imagination, which then went on a rampage through their airbase. The chilling rumors about the base in Montauk are the original inspiration of Stranger Things, which was originally called Montauk. Stuart Swedlow, who claims he was abducted as a child and forced into that Montauk project, said, in quote, it was a continuation on the experiments that the Nazis carried out in concentration camps, because those people doing the experiments today are in fact Nazis. But there are other legendary and terrifying projects that inspired Stranger Things. Abandoned secret base. Preston Nichols, an electrical engineer who claims to have worked on the Montauk project, bizarrely told The Sun there were time travel portals that sucked people into a different place in time, which is an idea that made it into the very first series of Stranger Things and has been a constant ever since. Most of the base is now a state park, but some parts near the old military installations and secret bunkers remain sealed and guarded. 2 years ago, filmmaker Chris took a fresh look at the creepy site amid claims some of the sinister activities could still be happening. Camp Hero is a secretive Cold War radar station on the coast on Long Island that inspired Stranger Things. Here you go. You can see it here in this picture. And also down here, New York State Parks area closed. Trespassers will be prosecuted. Assassin's program to kill. He has told the Daily Mirror, the more you find out, it is a little heartbreaking and it's terrifying. I wouldn't be surprised if this site and these experiments are connected to mind control. The worst thing I can imagine is they were developed by a mass mind control situation. There's new random shootings happening increasingly across the world now, and each time people say, I didn't expect that person to do this, it's very strange and it's happening far too much now. It says here, Chris said government operatives could have set out to cause mayhem to get the public to see things in a certain way, to persuade them or to scare them. This Chris guy, this filmmaker knows what's up, guys. And he incredibly claims assassins could have been psychologically programmed at the site and then activated to carry out secret missions years later. These are called sleeper cells, guys. Look it up. He said, if this is true, that is terrifying and I don't want to believe it. That's the problem. Nobody wants to believe it because they're scared to believe it. They don't want to come out of the bubble. They are lulled to sleep and they like it that way. But that means that they will die that way. After the Second World War, it claimed the U.S. government experimented on its own citizens, including the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. This horrific medical study allowed black patients with syphilis to go untreated to see what the long-term effects of the deadly disease were, even when a cure was available. And at some point to project Stargate, a CIA mission to see if psychic phenomenon such as clairvoyance could be used by spies. Absolutely, it's there. This is a great article, my friends. Kidnap kids to condition killers. Another theory claims that thousands of vulnerable children were kidnapped from the local area and subjected to mind control techniques to create an army of sleeper cell soldiers called the Montauk Boys. Stuart Swerdlow amazingly claimed that in 1970 he was 13 years old. He was regularly abducted for the Montauk Project. He said they used derelicts, foster children, and drug addicts, and then ultimately they decided that people with certain genetics, people with certain backgrounds were conducive to more advanced experiments, and that's when I was taken in. Again, our president says we are very, very special people. There's more to us than we know because we have been kept asleep for hundreds and hundreds of years. These are the things we're capable of doing. Clairvoyancy, telekinesis, telepathy, remote viewing, you name it. We are able to do these things if we can get into it in our minds, if we can ignite that, correct? If we can turn it on, turn that switch. It says here, with all of these children, their memories were wiped, their genetics were altered, and they couldn't always remember what happened. It would be in the form of nightmares or flashbacks. See, this is what I think when people say that they, in quote, are abducted by aliens. It's actually this taking place, right? This is exactly what's taking place. But with me, they could not erase my memory. I became an anomaly for them. I witnessed children being beaten, murdered, injured in horrible ways. I was also the subject of some of these horrible things, right? This is called fracturing. They break you down. They split your personality so that they can control you. It's called fracturing. It was a continuation on the experiments that the Nazis carried out in concentration camps. Also, the ultimate goal was from global mind control and programming to have a robotic Borg-type population who does what they want to. The creator of Stranger Things decided to switch the action to the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana, but not have revealed why. Secret LSD mind control. Right here, let me show you something real quick. In recent years, many people have come forward and said that they were snatched and put through mind control experiments. Here we go. Another little base, a little brick concrete structure going into the ground. Absolutely. Then we can see going down up under the ground. Pictures of underground chambers taken by Brian Minnick. Secret LSD mind control. The chilling story based behind Eleven's mom in Stranger Things, Terry Ives, is based on a real top-secret mind control project. In the 1950s, the CIA created the Project MKUltra, a series of experiments to develop drugs and techniques to control people's minds. Some test subjects, who included terminally ill cancer patients, were drugged with LSD for weeks at a time as scientists tried to erase their memories. And in other cases, scientists tried to control the subject's behavior, including making them give up secrets in interrogations. In Stranger Things, the show, Terry takes part in MKUltra as a college student, being administered to psychedelic drugs by Dr. Martin Brenner. When her daughter 11 is born, she is taken away to Hawkins' laboratory and experimented on further because of her special powers. In a desperate bid to free her daughter, Terry storms the lab with a gun, but she is captured and her mind wiped by the evil scientist. Destroying memories and wiping people's minds into becoming a robot agent is exactly what the CA tried to do to people in MKUltra. The real Russian sci-fi experiments. The series has long established portals between different dimensions, with the ending featuring one of the main characters appearing to have teleported from one country to another. And although teleportation sounds like science fiction, it actually is something Russia is researching right now. In 2016, Vladimir Putin announced a multi-trillion-pound project to invest in the country's technological development with the aim to develop teleportation by 2035. The Soviet Union scientists may not have pulled monsters into their world from other dimensions, but they really did try to manufacture their own. One abomination was the humanzee, human-chimpanzee hybrids, creating by putting human sperm into female chimps. But arguably the most horrific were the 20 or so two-headed dogs that a transplant pioneer Vladimir Demikhov made. The Cold War creations could walk, drink, even bark, and one lived for almost a month. Look at this picture. Oh my God. Wow. Demikhov amputated a puppy's lower body so that it kept its heart and lungs. Oh my God. He then stitched its blood vessels to another dog's circulatory system with a needle and thread, and the resultant double dog was even more distressed than the Demogorg itself. This is a Demogorg right here from that show. Unbelievable. Let's go ahead and hop into the next subject because that just blew my mind with the two-headed dog. Let's do this. All right, guys. Coming from New Hampshire, the Union leader. A sacrificial stone at America's Stonehenge vandalized with power tool, cross left behind. Salem. Police are looking into who might have taken an apparent grinder tool to a sacrificial stone tablet at America's Stonehenge last weekend. Sacrificial stone tablet. That's basically a table that you would lay down on and be sacrificed. And left behind a wooden cross with photos and drawings attached. Wow, as you can see here. It says, on September 29th, the Salem Police Department responded to the tourist attraction at 105 Haver Hill Road around 12:30 p.m. The responding officer spoke with callers who stated he was walking the property and located a wooden cross suspended between two trees. Deputy Chief Joel Dolan said Thursday. The property owner said that they also found damage done to a sacrificial tablet using a power tool, most likely a grinding tool. The vandal also apparently hit it with a sledgehammer, knocking the stone tablet over. Wow. Stuck to the wooden cross were images of a smiling child, a young man, and a hand-drawn sketch including a drawing of the Statue of Liberty. As we can see here in this picture, the child, then you see the wooden cross, then a person in the middle, and then a hand drawing of the Statue of Liberty. The caller estimated the age of the stone to be 4,000 years old. America's Stonehenge is thought to be one of the oldest man-made constructions in the United States, built by ancient people thousands of years ago who were versed into astronomy, according to organization's website. Some have theorized a Native American origin, while evidence of Agam, Phoenician, and Liberian Punic script has been found at the site, suggesting early European connections, the website says. This is very, very strange. And you can see here, let me blow this up, that it says where we go one, we go all. Look at this right quick. Let me bring this down just a bit. WWG1WGA. Weird, right? I don't know what this is if they're trying to set this up, but this is quite strange. Asked whether the vandalism might be a hate crime, the deputy chief said the first step is to find the vandal. The victim classified the markings as anti-Masonic, he said. I get that. This is obviously a unique crime for us, and we have not ruled out any angle or motive. Our focus is to identify some of the people in the picture if possible, and see how they could have linked to this act. Police are still investigating the matter. Anyone with information should call 890-2321. Yeah, so America's Stonehenge. What is the American Stonehenge? It was built by a Native American culture or a migrant European population. No one knows for sure. A maze of man-made chambers, walls, and ceremonial meeting places at over 4,000 years old. America's Stonehenge is most likely the oldest man-made construction in the United States. Wow. The Stonehenge in England, America's Stonehenge, like Stonehenge in England, America's Stonehenge was built by ancient people well versed in astronomy and stone construction. It has been determined that the site is an accurate astronomical calendar. Wow, who else had an astronomical calendar, right? That was on Epstein Island. It was and still can be used to determine specific solar and lunar events of the year. Various inscriptions have been found throughout the site, including Ogham, Phoenician, and Iberian Punic script. Dr. Barry Fell of Harvard University did extensive work on the inscriptions found at the site. They are all detailed in his book, America BC. Guys, I don't know what's taking place here. I don't know if somebody started to get onto this and be like, maybe they are sacrificing people. Maybe they did get word of that and they wanted to destroy it, and or maybe bring attention to this, right? Maybe this is the whole purpose of it, right? Is maybe to turn attention to see what's going on here and to follow this story. Guys, again, we are very special people. We do have the capabilities of remote viewing, telekinesis, telepathy, you name it. We are able to do these things if we can just turn it on. We have been lulled to sleep. My friends, my prayers go to those in California with this power outage and these earthquakes possibly going to happen. Please get out of there. Please be safe. Round up your friends and your family and just leave. This seems like a deep state operation to me, just to change the narrative of the news. Guys, if you found this informative, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my channel? You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. We're about to hit 17,000 followers. I thank you for that. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal, my Patreon. We have a P.O. Box and TRUreporting merch. Guys, again, Linda Paris will be on the live call-in show Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. She is from McAllister TV. She is my friend. I know a lot of you follow her. Again, Linda Paris will be on the live call-in show this Friday at 8 o'clock. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you very soon. God bless.